Hello everyone. I would like first of all to thank Professor Dimitri Spivak, who kindly invited me to give a video talk on the occasion of the UNESCO's International Day of Cultural Diversity on the theme of local cultures and globalization. The question of the survival of local cultures in the age of globalization is a real one. It is even a worrying one, not so much because of the phenomenon of globalization per se, but because we tend to increasingly overlook the fact that both the local and the global are made of each other, so to speak. There cannot be any globalization without localization, and vice versa. If we identify the local element in such or such a culture, it is precisely because we see it against a more unifying background. The question then is to find a healthy balance between the two, to find the way to channel those energies that fluctuate between the global and the local, so that globalization does not become a flattening imperialism, and so that localization does not follow on its own scale the dangerous ideologies of nationalism. I see the problem of how we should understand the relationship between local cultures and globalization in the same way as how we should understand the relationship between the particular and the universal. It is a dangerous mistake to think that the universal determines the particular, simply because the universal is made of shared values amongst particulars. It is equally dangerously misleading to think that all should exist are particulars, because a world made of idiosyncrasies that do not relate to each other is doomed to generate conflicts. So the question is really, what kind of localization for what kind of globalization? There are, in my eyes, three elements that are vital to bear in mind if we want to live in a world where particular customs are allowed to survive in the midst of a network of interrelationships whose downside effect is standardization. Those three elements are difference, complementarity, and reciprocity. Just as the universal and the particular mutually determine each other through differentiation, we must understand that, on the scale of the earth, the distinct elements in local cultures renew the global community, as much as the global community enriches local cultures. The question is to ensure that global decision makers and local cultural actors understand that local cultures without a global community is a world on the point of rupture, and that a global community without local cultures is an empty world. Thank you.